Hello folks, my name is Mark, this is Why I Hate the World. How you guys doing? So, as you're all pretty much aware, the Republicans have decided to, they held a vote to allow debate to proceed on the House version of the Obamacare repeal bill. A lot of people are surprised that this actually happened. I don't know why you're surprised, right? Because this is what they said they were going to do. You know, this is what the Republicans ran on. They basically, you know, I mean, this is what fucking Trump ran on. You know, we're going to repeal and replace day one, and Obamacare is such a nightmare, and blah, 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 right? So, you know, we knew this was coming, and everybody's pissed now that it actually happened, right? Specifically, they're pissed at John McCain because John McCain was just diagnosed with brain cancer, and they made a big show of flying him in from Nevada or wherever the fuck he's from, and having him come in and use his vote to remove health care from poor people. You know, everybody hates John McCain now, and it's like, good, you know, he deserves it. Fuck John McCain, you know. Seriously, man, but that's a subject for a different video. Anyway, so now we have, you know, they're proceeding with debates with this bill, with the House bill, right? And I'm sure you're all aware of the really draconian shit that's in the House bill. Basically, to sum up, somewhere in the area of 25 million people are going to lose their health insurance if this becomes law, when it becomes law. And it's not an if anymore, it's when, okay? They could, if they wanted to, just pass it immediately. They could just come in, say, you know, take a vote, you know, the floor is closed for debate, take a vote, right? Because the Republicans run everything, okay? I'm sure the Democrats are going to try every procedural trick in the book in order to slow this down, but they're not going to be able to stop it. They don't have the votes, right? So basically, fucking at this point in time, you know, it's only a matter of time, right? Kiss Obamacare goodbye. Well, what does that mean, right? That means, you know, the pre-existing conditions clause, kiss that goodbye. You know, that's what they're saying, that they want to keep that, right? No, they won't. No, they won't. Mark my words, that's going to disappear, right? It's going to be like it was, you know, back in 2009. Right, when you would have a chronic illness and you wouldn't be able to get health insurance. You know, the same shit, like I made videos back then when during the Obamacare debate about my grandmother, you know, who's recently deceased. And she had muscular dystrophy, my grandmother, right? And she couldn't walk. She couldn't walk for, you know, 40 years, right? And she, for all that time, was not able to get health insurance, right? And then here's the response from Republicans: get a job. Get a job, buy insurance, right? She could not buy insurance because nobody would sell it to her. See, that's not the thing. It's not that they didn't have money. They had the money. Nobody would sell it to her, okay? That's what we're going back to. We're going back to that. We're going back to you buying insurance, spending your money, giving them money for years and years. Then when you get sick, them kicking you off because of something that, you know, some loophole in the fucking, like, you know, application that you forgot to mention. Oh, if you forgot to mention you had acne 10 years ago and you went to the doctor for that. That's a pre-existing condition. You're getting kicked off, right? That's what they used to do, okay? That's not that long ago, 2009. Not that long ago, okay? What is that? It's fucking 8 years, all right? Most of these protections only came into effect in 2014, okay? So, you know, how have people forgotten, right, how bad it was? You know, I mean, this is what healthcare was like in this country back then, okay? You know, a friend of mine in 2003 broke his arm, right? He fell down some stairs, broke his arm, didn't have health insurance, right? It cost him $12,000 to get his arm fixed, right? To go to the doctor, get his arm set, and get a cast. 12 grand. That's like buying a car when you fuck your arm up and you're paying $400 a month for the next 5 years, right? That's ridiculous. When my niece was born in 2006, right, it cost my brother $20,000, right? They had to lie to get on his wife's mother's insurance. They had to lie about not being married so that, you know, the insurance would cover it. They still had to pay $20,000. All right, they had insurance. They had to, insurance. They had to pay $20,000 to use the hospital so that my niece can be born and not be born in a fucking, like, you know, house or some shit and get medical attention. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. That, how can you know, Canada, you don't have that problem, right? England, you don't have this problem. The Netherlands doesn't have this problem. New Zealand doesn't have this problem. Fucking Cuba doesn't have this problem. But we do. We're supposed to be the richest and most powerful and, you know, best country on earth with the best military, and we're supposed to be the shining light of Western civilization. No, we're not, all right? We're not when shit like this happens. We are not the shining light of Western civilization, right? We're an empire in decline, and we're in decline because of the fucking Republicans. Anyway, that's another video. I don't want to go off on a tangent there. I just, you know, want to remind everybody that this is what you voted for. You know, last year when you voted, you know, when you gave control of the House and Senate and the presidency to the Republicans, this is what you voted for. So don't, you know, don't be surprised. You know, I don't even know why you're angry. This is what they said what they were going to do, right? So everybody out there that you see that says, I can't believe they did this, just kick them in the nuts real hard. You know, smack them in the face. You know, berate them and let them know this is what you fucking voted for. All right, don't be surprised. You know, don't get angry, right? Go out there and fucking do something about it, okay? Vote, all right? Support Democrats, okay? I'm not even going to, like, at this point, I'm not even going to say, because usually my little speech at this point would be like, you know, I don't really care about party. Well, no, at this point I do care about party, right? At this point, I'm basically voting for the rest of my life against Republicans, right? Pretty much now. The Republicans now, there would have to be a major sea change, you know, in order for me to ever support a Republican ever for the rest of my entire life. For me to ever support anyone who's even slightly conservative for the rest of my life, they would have to be like a major problem. Like the Democrat, the liberal will have to be like a fucking like cannibal, right? Or a baby rapist or something in order for me to vote for the Republican. Because this is what they're all about. They've basically shown us what they're all about, right? They don't care about you, right? They don't care if you live or if you die, right? They care about fucking cutting taxes for themselves, right? For themselves and for their rich criminal friends. That's all they fucking give a shit about. That's what this is all about. The whole repealing Obamacare, they don't give a fuck about, you know, health insurance, right? They want to get rid of the fucking tax, you know, increases on the 1% that are in Obamacare. That's what it's all about. That's what it's always been about for the last 8 years. So anyway, before this video goes on for another fucking 8 minutes, just, just be ready. Start saving your money, right? Start saving your money, because when you get sick, you're gonna fucking need it, okay? And next time, when the next election comes next year, just remember this. Remember who did this to you. Remember who took away your health insurance. Adios, folks.